Hello, Mr. Aditya. Welcome to InfosecTrain.
Hi, Saksham.
How are you, sir?
I'm very good. Thank you. And I'm, being part of InfoSector, it's always very exciting and, meeting new people, new friends, faculties. So, yep, I'm feeling very excited. Thanks for having me over here.
It's all our pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. First of all, grand congratulations to you on behalf of all of us for clearing one of information security's most demanding and elite certification of auditing, ISO 27001 lead auditor. We are super curious to know how was your experience while preparing for ISO 27001 LA.
So, right, Saksham, I have been a part of InfoSector from last 1 year. So, I joined InfoSector for the exam of CISA. So I have known Rajesh sir since then. It's been 1 year. So though I am yet to give the exam of CISA, but Rajesh sir, he told me that you can study for CISA, but you can start with the ISO first, because clearing that exam will give you a stepping stones in the field of IT audit, and it will give you confidence as well. So I followed it as wise, and thanks to his teachings, his methodologies. So yes, it was a really wonderful experience with him. So there were case studies, discussion with the people. There were flexible timings. We can schedule the classes at any time. So because there were many people from across the, I can say, countries. People were from Middle East, people from India. So we had a good connection as well. Second, timings were to differ. So you, like, I've seen you, helping with the classes accordingly. And then coming to the teaching, so there was case studies, there was study material. We used to discuss a lot. We used to discuss with sir as well, and not also during the classes. Once I gave, when the classes were over, so when I was about to give the exam, so I inquired Rajesh sir, and he, immediately helped me. He gave me a time that you can call me, and we were having discussion that how we should, go for the exam, his tactics, what to do, what are the, last minute tips that it gives you a good morale and give understanding. So while giving the exam, it was not, I was feeling that I was not aware of all these things. So before the exam itself, during the classes itself, he has given us such an experience of it that we were, very much familiar with the tactics and types of questions that were about to appear. So be it short answers, long answers, the approach, how to tackle every question, how to think like an auditor. So I guess this was the biggest, to say, milestone for me. So since I was getting into the IT audit, so this was a kind of a good experience for me from InfosecTrain as well as the faculties.
So, as you have been associated with InfosecTrain from a long time for your CISA and now your ISO 27001 LA, just wanted to know how's your overall experience with InfosecTrain so far?
Right. So, InfosecTrain, what happened, how did I reach InfosecTrain is through LinkedIn. So people were in LinkedIn when I used to open, every single time I used to see people, being, giving credits to InfosecTrain for clearing one of the exams like CISSP, be it CISA or ISO, data privacy. So I was seeing a lot of messages in LinkedIn itself. It was, whenever I used to open LinkedIn every morning, I used to see like 2 to 3 messages from InfosecTrain as well, and seeing Prav Nair, like he is the, who's, been this kind of what to say, named asset for this organization. So he has built this asset, and with so much of enthusiasm, energy, knowledge, and with people. So I can see InfosecTrain growing like anything, and seeing this, I was very much curious to join this organization, be in the form of learning. So I joined. I started with CISA, and not only faculties, supporting staff, people like you who are helping in providing the material, classes, and all. So it's been a wonderful experience meeting you all, not only the people, but also the people connections which we are making out while doing the classes. So it's like, a kind of a association with a brand. And like you have said that once people who clear the examination, we kind of we call them as the gladiators. So it's been a part of or that elite group of gladiators, it's like wonderful. So yes, InfosecTrain is really helped me in growing professionally. Laksham.
Any suggestions or tips you want to share with the professionals who are preparing for the ISO 27001 and about to appear for the examination anytime soon?
Right, Laksham. So I can share my experiences and I can share what I felt and what should be done. So when I spoke to Rajesh sir, he told me that you need not to cram everything. You just need to know the clauses. So what are the clauses? Domains. So you need to, we should know what are the clauses and what are the expectations from the organization. How should you think like an auditor? So if the clause is saying something, you should think in it in your own way. Suppose if you're going to audit something, so what clauses expecting from the organization and how you should think as an auditor. So you should, create examples by your own. You should and discuss with the faculties. You should read the policies of InfoSec policies of the organizations if they're available on the publicly available. You can read about them and you can think how you can add these clauses, how can relate those clauses accordingly. So yes, I guess this is what I have understand from getting and clearing the exams. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your valuable experience with us, sir. It was super exciting and wonderful to have you and listen from you. There are many professionals like Mr. Aditya who are enrolled with us for their ISO, CISA, and many other cybersecurity certifications. We are reachable and available on www.infosectrain.com. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Thanks a lot.